the first episode of In the Culture. I'm Sumeet.
I'm Jordan.
And we got two of the most special guests for our first episode today. We got Terrance Ricketts and we got Cam K 503.
Thanks for having us, y'all.
Yeah. Yo, for sure. Terrance, introduce yourself, man. Tell us what you do at the shop. Because obviously you're not a big deal though.
I'm T. Me and Mike started this place in 2013. Basically, I just come in and make sure everything's running right. I mean, this guy's got it handled when me and Mike aren't here. But yeah.
That's what's up.
Just do our thing.
Good stuff, man. Cam, what about you, man?
I'm the manager here. I pretty much same thing. Make sure everything's running right, especially when they're not here.
That's what's up. I like it.
So Index is like a big thing in Portland, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone wants to come here, look at shoes. How did it get started? What's the story behind Index?
Me and Mike, that's actually not here today.
Shout out to Mikey.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
So we started selling our sneakers, like our personal sneakers on eBay back in I want to say 06.
Damn.
And like our triples, stuff like that, and stuff that we didn't really need to get other sneakers. So basically what we did is, because basically growing up and you're collecting sneakers, it's like a no-no to sell your stuff,
Exactly.
Back then especially. But we started doing it, we're like, I want some like PEs, so I gotta sell these like triples that I have. Anyways, we started an eBay account in 2006, then started selling for our friends. And then we started charging a little bit, like, hey man, this is kind of work, So, and years passed, and we were like, man, we should open a store in Portland because nobody was doing it here like that. So, basically, we just came from eBay and wanted to open a store, And then we just saved for years and just did a lot of planning, and oh man, it was crazy. But that's basically how we started up. We came from eBay.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, just selling sneakers.
That's so crazy to think about, for real.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
How'd you find Cam? Or how did Cam find you?
So Cam, it's funny because I've seen him a few times waiting in lines for sneakers, man. Back in the day, he's kind of hard. He's not easy to miss because he always had he always had some crazy sneakers on. He's just this dude, and. Got to talking a few times, and he actually sold me a pair of sneakers before any of this, and then when we opened, he came in the first day. What's up, man? I know you, bro. And man, it was from there we just became friends.
That's what's up, man.
So, yeah,
that's super cool. Because it was you three first off, right? Mikey and Cam.
Yeah, so it was me, Mikey, and then my wife, Veronica. So she worked here for the first 2 years, just on and off, doing just being here and in the stuff with us,
Right.
So, but Cam started pretty much right away as well.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, it was crazy, man. So it's been us four starting from pretty much day one.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
How do you think the resale game's changed now? Like you said, back in your day, reselling wasn't really that big a deal. Now you look at our day, and that's all anybody does anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, it's always changing. Obviously, now it's clothes. A lot of clothes are reselling, which is back when I was. When reselling was huge, in 2010 and 2011 when it started getting kind of big, nobody was really reselling clothes. The only place I remember that was doing it kind of was Riff. They kind of started that whole reselling Supreme and stuff like that, and Blitz, Dre. He was doing that for a while too, but man, it's crazy with sneakers now. It's man, there's so many places you can buy sneakers. It's not just at a store or on eBay anymore.
Right.
So it's really I don't know, man. It's constantly evolving. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I don't think it's peaked yet because man, there's so many new players in the game. But it is. I mean, it's close though to peaking. That from what I think.
It's always moving too. It's always changing.
Yeah,
For real. What do you guys bring to the culture? What sets you guys apart from other sneaker reselling shops? You know what I'm saying?
It's mostly not to sound arrogant or anything, but it's pedigree, man. We've been doing this for a very long time. Yeah. We're in this business for the right reasons. We didn't come in here to make money like crazy and become famous or some shit like that. And I noticed that a lot nowadays with people opening stores. Not to bash anybody, but. This is what we've been doing for a long time, so we know, we're good at what we do. We're really good at what we do.
Right.
And it's one of those things. I mean, experience is kind of a lost art in this in this game, but we still stick to it, man. It's all about experience and you know, like customer service. I mean, you always put them before yourself.
I think
man.
the way we treat people really sets us apart too.
I can see like the passion and stuff here, even like coming in looking at shoes, like you guys have passion about what you guys.
Oh, appreciate that, man.
And we try really hard to create that like barbershop feel.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to buy
out.
anything. If you're walking in the neighborhood, like just come pop your head in, say what's up, chill for a second, grab a water, get on with your day.
Super nice vibe.
Right.
What celebrities that came in through the store, like big celebrities?
Oh man.
Fab came by. That was
Fab was
crazy.
cool.
I saw that picture.
Yeah. So Fab was actually really nice in person too. We were like, and we don't really get starstruck too often, but him, we were kind of like, oh man, we grew up to this guy. This guy's a living legend.
Right there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. You know, Macklemore, he's a Northwest kid, so you know he comes through every time he's in town. He's really nice. A lot of NBA players, pretty much like. I would say like any team that comes in from away, like at least one of the guys come in and say what's up, you know. Yeah, and then they bring some of their teammates. It's really cool. NFL players, obviously.
Right.
You know, Dwight Howard came in. He was like, Dwight was, man, so a lot of people give him crap, but man, that guy, he's hilarious in real life, man. He was out here with his buddies, like goofing around, dancing with customers and stuff. Like he was the most like the funniest dude that came in here, you know. But yeah, a lot of rappers come in here too, and they're chill, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I just always hear like with the rapper side, like they're always a lot more like to themselves. Or they'll have like a lot more people with them, so they don't really.
Yeah, so they'll come in with some crowds sometimes, which is totally fine. You know, or their DJs will come here first and be like, hey, you know. Which they're, you know, they always, most of them hook it up with like tickets and stuff, so that's always cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of, man, it's hard to say. You know, we've been open for 5 years, so we do get a lot of people in here, especially from, you know, being a smaller city.
Yeah.
We're definitely blessed to get a lot of cool people in here.
Right. It makes you think like we don't have a flight club here. We don't have stadium goods. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is here for us. Like I know me and Jordan come and spend money here way too often. You know?
I appreciate that, man.
It'd be like that though. Like it's such a big culture piece to it. Yeah. I think it's amazing how much it's blown up. It's crazy to me that it's been 5 years.
Yeah, it went by fast, man. We're still like, what the hell? But I mean, it's you know, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been worth it too, like totally worth it.
That's awesome, man. It may also like talk about social media. Like obviously it's a big deal in sneaker culture today. People talk about shoes on Insta, like people are selling their stuff up there. And you guys have a decent following on Instagram too. So like talk about like what it's done for your business and how it's like a big piece of what you're doing.
Oh man, Cam, you do a lot on social media as well, man.
I mean, we don't really have like an advertising block. We use that. So we don't pay for any advertising. It's just strictly on what we do and word of mouth. So Instagram is extremely important to what we do for sure, because that's the only way we really get stuff out there.
I think IG is so underappreciated.
It's very.
I think so many people should be sending those fuckers flowers, you know, paying for some of their meals and shit. Because most of these people out here getting famous off shit that shit wouldn't be famous if it wasn't for that platform.
Totally.
You know. So much appreciated IG. You know.
Shout out to Instagram.
Exactly.
It's totally a big change up. Like I do photography, right, and like it's been a huge piece of that, and like you said, in sneakers especially, I feel like it's such a big piece to it.
Yeah.
People are making so much money. Look at Benjamin Kicks, right? Sneaker Don. Like,
he's killing, man.
Yeah, he's killing it, and like a lot of his stuff's off of social media, word of mouth. You know.
That kid's got swag, man. You see him, he's like, hey, that kid knows what's up, man.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things. I mean, you know, prior to that, it was like Nike Talk, Soul Collector and stuff like that, the forums, and that was kind of created the way for all this. You know, and now it's, man, I mean, people sell on IG. That's all they do. You know, where they, you know, it's So it's more direct. You know.
Right. IG's fed into it too, because now you can buy stuff right off the picture.
Yeah.
So like,
I think it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I think IG and all those social platforms, man, are like, you know, it's nothing but good, you know. But it can be bad. I mean, you can have negatives to it as well. But I think most of it is positive.
Especially for small businesses like
that. Oh yeah,
right,
it helps out a lot.
I think that platform is extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Right. Because everyone's looking at stuff. Everyone's showing other people. You know.
Yeah.
It's such a big piece to it.
Yeah. It's just so direct, man. It's like bam, right there. I mean, you don't have to, you know.
That's what's up. What started your love for sneakers, man? Both of you guys.
I can go first, man.
So I was born in 1991. First thing I can remember like sneaker related is I was 10 years old and my uncle, he had gotten the black cement 3s and I couldn't get them, man. And that was like the first time in my life that I was like, all right, I have to figure out some way to get that shoe, and it just never left my mind. So it came back out in 2008 when the CDP packs came along, and I happened to be like pretty well into collecting by then. So when that came out, man, that was what sparked it, is the black cement 3. Every time since then, I've caught as many as I could.
How many pairs you got now?
Man. Of like the newest release that just came out, I got 4. Because
I didn't know that.
Every size 8 I saw, like, I can't help it, man. That's the one. And they did it justice this year, so literally every time I saw it, I picked it up.
It was good quality. Like, they killed how it looked. Honestly.
That's probably my favorite Jordan of all time, just because it has like a lot of sentimental value. That started like my love for it for sure.
That's what's up, Ken. What about you, T?
Oh man, so I grew up like when Jordan was playing, so I used to watch him play all the time. So that was what really got me into the sneakers, is watching the guy play all the time.
Right.
Probably what did it for me though, big time, my first actual lineup was the 2000 Space Jam. I like skipped school. That was when they were coming out on like Thursdays, and I skipped school and lined up for the Space Jam at Lloyd Center and got one. But you know, that I was by myself too, you know, and I don't know if y'all remember the park that was in the middle of Lloyd Center, but I had to go through I had to go through there and I wore them out, and it was pretty interesting. But anybody that grew up in Northeast Portland knows exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, the Space Jam got me into it like heavily. Like I had Jordans prior to that, but they were like, I was a kid, you know, but I loved them, but it wasn't, that was my first shoe that got me into collecting. Like I was like, okay, I need a second one. I got a second one. And it was on from there. I mean, I was waiting in lines every release after that. I got all the 11s, every single retro that came out, you know, in the 2000, 2001 era. So that's what really got me going on the collecting things. So I still, you know, man, Space Jam 2000, that's the best release, dude. I'm telling you, of all the 11s. So.
Quality-wise, or?
Yeah, man, they were using like this patent leather that just like, was no joke on those shoes, man. And they had this certain smell to them. Every single one smelled the same. It was just, man, I don't know. It was different, you know, because it was in I was like I think I was a sophomore, you know, so I don't know. Just the smell on the shoe just brings me back to like back in the day, like, you know.
And that Space Jam release in 2000 was like a huge deal.
It was.
Everybody saw it for the first time in '96 when Space Jam came out. And like there was no word that shoe was coming out.
Nah.
And then
it was just some random shoe that everybody's like, what?
Yeah. It was
Jordan like out the blue, just like,
oh,
we're gonna release this.
Yeah.
So we're all like,
I remember looking in the movie and being like, wait, what is that?
And they were like $120.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
125.
That sounds so expensive for being in a like 2000.
Yeah.
125.
Thank God I had a
I'm
job.
sorry, you meant like retail.
Retail was
damn.
But that was a lot, man. Like I worked at a gas station back then, and I had to, like I don't remember the minimum wage back then. But I was barely getting paid anyways back then. But yeah, it was something that was special to me. You know what I'm saying? That Space Jam, I finally got it, man. It just like opened this whole fucking new world for me. I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy, man. This is crazy. And dude, everybody thought I was nuts though back then, you know, with that shit. But
the game was totally different back then.
It was.
So it's like,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, small sizes used to sit on the shelf, even if it was fire. And it was because nobody could wear it. And back then, most of the time, if they didn't have your size, you weren't gonna cop it.
Nope. that happened. Yeah, what if that happens anymore?
I got my Concord in 2001. That was one of the last shoes I remember Mom's buying for me, but I begged her for that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get the black cement, and I saw that Concord sitting on Foot Locker on the shelf in Lloyd Center.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 7.5. I still have it laying around somewhere.
Yeah.
Man. You guys have off-whites, like samples, international threes, a whole bunch of stuff that's hard to find. What would your guys' top 5 favorite shoes in the store be?
Man, in the store, right away my favorite Jordan probably has to be
Where's the black metallic?
the black metallic silver 5.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite Jordan of all time. So I would go with that first.
My black cement 3.
Oh yeah, all day.
And then that black metallic 5 is like in my top 3 for sure. Of my favorite shoes.
You can't go wrong with that.
No. Man, right here.
But in the case,
Oregon 5, 100%. That'd be my first choice.
Crazy
out here.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Crazy.
the Pit Crew is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's up there too. But we're from Oregon, man. So
We're kind of Oregon biased.
yeah. But still, even if we
Like
weren't from
fans.
Oregon, those two would still be on my favorite.
You see how big they are nowadays with everything. It's so ridiculous. Like the amount of like big athletes that are wearing them.
Yeah.
It's like you have no relation to Oregon at all, but you don't
Yeah.
even know these are clean.
And especially athletes too, because they're like real weird about their colleges. They're like, nah, I went to this college and they were in Oregon and stuff. They're like, but I get passed because.
Reminds me like a PJ Tucker because he's always wearing some Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PJ, oh, I forgot to bring up PJ. PJ, he comes in a lot and he actually knows his sneakers, man. He's not just some dude that
Shout out
just
PJ.
buys. Yeah, shout out to PJ, man. He knows his stuff, man. And I just had to say that real quick because he's a real cool dude.
Shout out PJ Tucker.
Man, Yeezy 2, Solar Red.
Oh yeah.
I wear that shoe literally a couple times a week.
I always see you wearing
Yeah, and I get shit for that a lot. I don't know if you know the inside joke. Oh, okay. So there's an inside joke. Someone left on our feedback said, "Big tall white guy thinks he's the shit because he has Yeezy 2s." Hey, bro. And these fools reposted on IG. And I got flack for that for so long, bro. To this day, people are still like, "Yo, you're the big tall white dude with Yeezy."
That's hilarious.
But yeah, man, out of here, that's probably my favorites.
That's what's up.
This is one of my favorites.
man,
as
yeah,
well. I
that's-
actually got mine from T before they
real?
opened up the shop.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
They
Yeah,
helped
yeah.
me find that.
Man, them forces are crazy too. Them Alaconda ones.
Yeah, those, man, the retail on these are $2,000.
For real?
So if you have the box, yeah, you see the box. MSRP was $2,000. It's made with real anaconda and then plated 24 karat gold.
That's crazy.
You know, Italian leather, like real Italian
Higher
leather.
quality.
Yeah, super dope sneaker. I've never actually owned an Air Force One. A lot of people might not take me serious anymore after I said that, but I'll be real. I was a
I'm the
Jordan
Air Force
guy.
One guy.
Yeah, but man, other than that, I mean, Air Mag is cool, but I wouldn't be wearing those, man.
Tell the Air Max story,
Oh
man.
yeah, the Air Max.
What's that?
Tell the just recent Air Max story.
Oh, so yeah,
geez.
so Jordy, Shoeseum, Jordan Gellert, he's a real cool guy, by the way, friend of ours, brought in the original, like
from
the
the
original
movie.
mag, yeah. So it's one of the size, I think it's 8 samples.
8 or 8.5.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was pretty cool, man. It was kind of hectic having it here because man, we're responsible for that sneaker that was here the whole week. They brought out a
DeLorean.
A DeLorean. It was crazy, man. Yeah, they had
that's
Jordy's wild. He came out with everything. I was like, that's cool.
crazy.
They ended up selling for like $90,000. Yeah, I don't know,
That's
man.
so nuts.
Yeah, you
I mean,
don't
it makes
see them
sense,
every-
but
yeah.
that's
but-
crazy, man.
Yeah, the mag is a dope sneaker. It's just not my style. It just brings back tons of, like Back to the Future 2 is one of the dopest movies of all time. I mean,
Right.
but I don't know. I couldn't wear that sneaker. I mean, I'm just being real. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not my
Yeah,
style. Real cool though.
That's what's up.
Never owned one.
What's a dunk is crazy too.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for sneakers that are the first of anything. So
Yeah,
Right.
bro.
Black Cement 3, first one with the elephant print.
Exactly.
Black Metallic 5, first one with clear netting, clear bottom, reflective tongue. And then this was like the first shoe that they took like a
All
bunch
the
of
shoes and
and
put them
in
together.
one. So,
That was dope.
yeah, I'm definitely a fan of new things, and when they do that type of stuff, it's
That's what's up. I really like the Beaver 9s up there too,
Oh,
because
those
you're not gonna find those anywhere.
Yeah,
You know, those are dope.
they did one good job. They did one Jordan for him, but they killed it.
Right.
Yeah. They're like, we got one, but it was dope.
Right, like every single new one that Oregon comes out with is
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
Yeah.
shout out to Oregon State though. Shout
OSU.
I can't say that, man. We're all Ducks fans. We're all Ducks fans in here, man, but it's all good.
Yo, I gotta say it because I'm a big Nipsey Hussle fan. The victory lap, dude,
That was pretty cool, right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Those are nuts.
That's a really, actually a rare sneaker, man. Like, they didn't make too many of those from what I hear. But just, I mean, the Clear Soul 3, there was a, in 2003, they had a sample of a white one. And all of us sample dudes, like, all nerded out on those. So, that might not be special to a lot of people. They're like, I hear that a lot. Like, it looks like a black suit, just regular, but a Clear Soul. It's like, yo, but man, for me, that's like cool to have that Clear Soul on a 3, man.
It's a
Like,
big difference, dude.
Yeah, especially on an OG colorway. So I was like,
Exactly,
okay.
yeah. That's what's up, man.
But yeah, it's real cool, man. Shout out to Nipsey, he's a nice. I don't know him, but he kills it, man. He kills
He kills it. That's my dude, for real. He makes the
he
craziest
Victory lap was
mixtapes.
good, man.
Yeah.
Victory lap was crazy. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys already said your favorite shoe ever, but favorite shoe to ever come through here, like somebody brought in to sell, or like, yeah.
Oh, easy.
Man.
Easy, man.
Yeah.
I think you're on the same one.
I think so.
All right, so someone brought in, and me and this guy collect PEs. Like, you know, we're not the craziest PE collectors. I know, you know, a lot of dudes out there have way more than us, but it stems from a long time ago. This person brought in a Jordan 7 Kobe PE away with the embroidered 8 and their DS signed. And all of us in here, like, literally could not talk for like a minute when
Even
they brought
me
it in.
and T were like, cause that's our thing.
Yeah. So we were bugging out. They're
Yeah.
Laker PE, and it's a, you know, this
That's
is when
crazy.
Kobe wasn't signed with Nike or Adidas.
That's
It's kind
probably,
of lingo.
now that I think about it, that's probably how we became so cool. Is we would
Yeah.
always talk about
Yeah,
PEs.
PEs.
We would always be talking
But-
about PEs.
But this was his shoe, size 14, the Laker away, which is PE away. Away PEs are always my favorite because they're like the dark black, you know, and they're like the darker colors, you know.
That's what's up. So that was after Adidas, but before he got his own shoe, right?
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So this is when they used a limited. Jordan Brand made him a 9, you know, an 8, a 7, and a 3.
I remember those eights.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
eights are crazy. The threes were
wild.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they only made a 3 in white, and the other 2 they made. Actually, the 8 they only made it at home too, but the 7 they made at home and away,
Right.
and the 9 they only made
They
at
only
home.
made white too.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because the aways are always my favorite. So when I saw that 7 come in, yo, like I'm gonna be real, the whole rest of the day I was in the back just staring at it. Yes, dude. I'm not playing, man. It was like that, dude, and I just could not believe it. I was like, yo, and they were brand new. It was crazy, and they're the 2000.
crazy.
They were the 2002 mold, so like high cut, super good quality. It
So
was nuts.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
That's
sold
easily.
them?
We did, and they sold for $25,000, but they sold in like that.
Like in,
Yeah.
less than a day.
TMZ,
Really?
like, they were everywhere. They were on TMZ. They were everywhere, man.
That's what's up,
Yeah, it
man.
was
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Like people were calling us like, "Yo, what's that for real?" And I'm like, "Dude, we don't lie about that stuff. We're
Yeah.
very honest here. They really did sell for $25,000."
That's crazy.
Yeah, this was like in 2014. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but
That's what's up.
That was in the
Yeah.
time where the market was like,
Super crazy. Like,
Yeah.
people didn't
were
really
mad.
know, like, could you get that?
Yeah.
And
Right.
sure enough, like, threw it up and
they sold right away.
we got it right away.
That's
And it
crazy.
sucks
dude.
because a lot of collectors hit us up afterwards and like, "Yo, man, like, I would have paid more." I was like,
I was gonna
"Damn."
say the rarity of that shoe, like
Yeah.
it could have definitely.
Yeah, it was one of those things. A lot of people wanted that sneaker, man.
Especially to be an alternate and dual signed is like,
Yeah.
The fact,
That's
just the fact that that we're signed
Pretty
that
crazy.
already kills it. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but
nuts.
that was a fair. You know, the guy that got it was happy. And he,
I was about to say 25K isn't like
Yeah.
cheap, like it's.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, man. And it was, you know, that was the most expensive sneaker at the time we sold. And we were just like, wow, man, that was
That's
crazy,
crazy.
man. But yeah, that's definitely the one that came in that we were all like, wow.
yeah, that's definitely up there.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What was your guys' tipping point as far as like going from like some people knew about it, it was cool, to like Index PDX.
That's
Everybody
what
knows
I'm
what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's hard to say because people still come in today and they're like, I didn't even know you guys were here. Yeah, and we don't get offended by that at all. Like we're just like, oh, that's what's up.
I mean, we
man," 'cause
don't do any advertising.
Yeah, we don't
so,
do
like,
any advertising. We're just basically like he said, like kind of like a barbershop vibe. Just like anybody can come in and just hang out.
Which is tight. That's what's up.
So like I don't know, man. Like, you know, we do have a small following on IG, and you know, shout out to all the people that, you know, mess with us and always come to our parties and stuff. We love that. But I couldn't really say, man. I'm not really sure.
I think you're still growing. Like it's still
Yeah,
growing.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it definitely took us
Yeah.
a couple years to like start gaining some like serious
Yeah.
traction.
Right.
But we're still
Yeah.
trucking away, man.
Right. That's
But
what's
yeah,
up.
I mean,
man.
a lot of
We
the
still
people
got
that really
a lot
helped
of
us out in the
things
beginning though was Sneaker News.
Okay.
John, man, he's
Yeah.
Shout out Sneaker News.
Shout out Sneaker News,
John,
man. John is
you
the
the
man.
man.
He, you know, we didn't even ask him anything. He just really, you know, he plugged us from since day one. I was like, yo, he shot us out on Sneaker News, and dude, people were going crazy. They were like hitting us up, yo, I saw you on Sneaker News. Got us like
Fire.
6,000 or 7,000 followers in like a couple days.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, like what is this? You know, like we weren't even expecting
And
that.
then I think we got on Complex's top 10 list too.
Yeah. That was a big
That
deal.
was,
Shout out to Complex too for doing that. They didn't even tell us they were doing
Talk
it.
about that. What happened
When was
with
that? Yeah.
Oh man, it just came out of nowhere, and they just posted a top 10, you know, sneaker stores, basically, well, online, you know, And this was in 2014, 2015, and they didn't even tell us, they just did it. And you know, we were up there with Riff Flight Club and stuff, and those are people, you know, Riff, shout out to Riff, they're real cool, man. You know, we were really surprised. We're like, yo, but like I said, man, you treat people right, and you don't chase the money, you know what I'm saying? You just be cool, man, be yourself and do the right thing and literally treat your customers how they want to be treated, man. It sounds corny, but it's true.
It's facts, though.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get to where you're going, man. Yeah.
Treat people right and everything else kind of falls.
Stay away from the sleazy shit. Don't do anything fucking shady. You're good, man.
My big thing, the reason like I love like honestly being here is because like I've been to the Flight Club, I've been to Stadium Goods, I've been to all those spots, and like it's just not the same. You know, like that's where I think the Portland aspect comes into it, where I feel like people here are a lot more like homely. Like people want to talk, especially with everyone here. Like shout out to Mark, like shout out to Dallas, shout out to everybody, Mike, you know, like everyone's like super open and everyone wants to talk when you come in here. So like you just get more comfortable.
You too.
No, I appreciate that, man. And that's how, you know, we hire staff is like, you know, first they're kind of like, they're hang-arounds. We get to know them, you know, we don't really take, you know, like people ask us like, how do we get a job there? And it's like, man, just, you know, kind of hang out with us, you know? So at the same time, we don't like ever turn anybody down or anything like that if we don't know them. It's not even like that. But, you know, we like to hire really nice, friendly people. I mean, there's a stigma associated with like stores, you walking in and them cool guy you, and I hated that, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's how it is.
I've witnessed it firsthand. Like, trust me, I travel, and I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna name names,
right?
But you know, it's one of those things that we did not like that, and because we didn't grow up like that. We're all from Northeast Portland, man, all of us, and like, you know, we like to talk with people, man. Just be yourself and just have fun and fucking be nice.
Right.
You know, there's no reason why you should cool guy people. You know, we're just stoked people actually come through our door and call us and like DM us and stuff and want to do business with us, like, you know. So when you know, when you don't get involved with that, it kind of just defeats the purpose of owning a store, man. To be honest with you, you know, if you're gonna be, you know, cool guy and everybody that comes in, I mean, it's not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
totally agree, man.
Yeah.
Like it changes the experience. You know, it's all about the experience. Yeah.
You want a cool experience, man.
Feels like an at-home type of like environment. Like I remember like when we did the sneaker week, when you guys did the sneaker week last year. You guys did that party and you guys raffled off like all those shoes. Like I remember me and Sumeet and my other friend came and it was just like a tight
crazy,
vibe.
man.
And then I was one away from that organization. One number away. I
appreciate you coming.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and like that, you know, we just like to do stuff like that, you know.
Right. That's what kind of Chinatown's become for me though. Like you look at like you got Desktop Coffee across the way, you got Index, you got like Compound, you got all those places. Unspoken, dude. Shout out to Unspoken. But like everything's just kind of here, and I feel like that's why anybody who comes in this area, like from the culture, they're coming for the shoes. You know what I'm saying? They're coming for sneakers. They're coming to like get the experience because it's not the same. Like New York's the vibe's different, LA the vibe's different, but when you come to Portland, this is what it is.
Like there's a community of type people that have a nice vibe.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that for real.
Oh man, thank you. And that's like really ultimately what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you brought up Compound. Compound was the original seed in this neighborhood, man.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's so crazy to think about now.
Yeah. I mean, like we came to this neighborhood after them, and we were like, yo, we're here because they started this whole area, and we're all from Portland, so we know different neighborhoods, and we knew this neighborhood was the last kind of like untouched. Still, it's been like this for a long time, and it's not gonna really change for a long time. That's why we wanted to be in this neighborhood, and to, you know, we knew other stores would come. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've talked with, you know, Ian's our really good friend.
Yeah,
so
it's cool that the
we're
other
like, you
stores
gotta be in Chinatown, bro. You know, so. And it is cool that other stores came through, you know, like Ira doing his thing, man.
Shout out Unspoken, dude.
He's been in the
That's
game forever, man. Him and Keith, man. Like even back in the day with sneakers, man. I remember seeing Keith all the time at lineups, dude. So they're two Northeast dudes too. You know what I'm saying? So
it's dope to see all these other stores coming in the neighborhood, let alone like them all being our friends, man.
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
That is so dope, and we're like building our own little community in this neighborhood, and it's super dope to see.
That's what's up, yo. Also, I just want to ask, like, you guys got any like collabs coming up, events that you want people to show up to? Like, shout them out, man.
So Sneaker Week, man. You know, Sneaker Week. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So you know, we always support
Crazy.
you know all their direction, what they're doing, and you know, as much as we can do, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And like, we're always open to things, man. We're never like you know like closed-minded on stuff like that. So yeah, we do collab with people, and you know, if we like what you're doing, and you guys like what we're doing, I mean, hey. Get it going, you know what I'm saying? So
I honestly don't remember the dates of Sneaker Week, but look up Sneaker Week Portland.
Crazy.
Last year was the first year.
26th to September 1st, yeah.
There we go.
yeah.
But first year was last year, right?
Yeah.
Was wild to me. I thought it was the dopest thing ever.
Sneaker Week,
The up-tempo couch.
Oh, the up-tempo couch. We fucking went everywhere. Yeah, so we have the privilege of having that in our other store because we have another little place that we hang out all the time. Man, that couch is crazy, bro. We got people, yo, how much is this? I'm like, oh.
You couldn't put a price on it. It was
That's crazy though. Like I thought it was the coolest thing, and like it made it on Hype Beast.
It was
made
trending for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you make it to Hype Beast, I'm just saying like that's a big deal coming right out of Instagram, and then obviously it was on all the other sneaker places. I saw it on so many different accounts. Like so wild. Like shout out to Nike for being a part of that. Shout out to Adidas for being a partial part of that too. Like everything
cool,
they did. I know it's gonna be so much better this year too. So I'm excited, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sneaker Week, but you guys got like a party coming up. You guys always have a party coming up.
Yeah, we're in the works of something. You know, we're trying to get something actually pretty big going. So we're still trying to get that. Still trying to like fine tune that, but
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
It's gonna be like a quick strike, man. You know us.
little
Last
something.
minute.
Yeah, something.
But we'll do something for sure.
That's what's up. That's really it, you guys. I want to thank Terrance. Want to thank Cam for coming through.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
Of course.
that.
Shout out. Hit him up on Instagram. What? Shout out your Insta name.
T Index.
T Index. What about you, Cam?
Cam K503.
And then obviously Index PDX. Follow them up too. You guys are on Facebook too, right?
Man, we're not. Yeah. We like Facebook and everything, but yeah, Instagram is where we're
IG's
at.
the move. I get it.
Instagram,
Yes.
yeah. That's
what's up. You guys want to go buy something? IndexPDX.com.
Gotta slide through.
That's really it,
Cop some
y'all.
Travis Scott 4s.
Hey.
Won't regret it.
Come buy some damn shoes. We got everything you could possibly need in here. Let's just be real.
Cool.
But that's really it, you guys. In the culture.
We out.